Jai Shri Ram. Now I will relate to you a series of anecdotes in the life of Sant Tukaram. Eh? I have read the biography of Sant Tukaram in a book called Bhakta Vijaya, written by Mahipati somewhere in 1750, written in Marathi language, translated by Dr. Narahari Godbole, and an American, Justin Abbott. So interesting, you see, Justin Abbott studied Marathi and translated it into English, along with the guidance of Dr. Narahari Godbole and a couple of others. The point here is, I don't know Marathi, and this American gentleman, he learned Marathi, translated it into English, and so I have been able to read it. This is Krishna's Leela, isn't it? So getting to the story, Tukaram once he started a new business. That was the chilies business. He entered into the chili. He bought a lot of chilies. He took a heavy loan, bought a lot of chilies. So all the backstory I won't tell you. You already know some of it. So Tukaram, as you know, was a great Vaishnava saint. He was a Shudra by birth. And he was the man who prevented Shivaji from becoming a mendicant. Shivaji once listened to Tukaram's bhajans and he thought he will also become a sadhu. So Tukaram cautioned him, listen, all the varnas, the Brahmin, the Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, all of them have their duties to perform. You are a Kshatriya, and your job is to resurrect the Hindu society, Hindu nation, Hindu Rashtra. So Tukaram actually gave us Shivaji. If Tukaram had not inspired Shivaji in this manner, our story would have been different. And I would have been teaching something else instead of this. Okay. So Tukaram got into the mirchi business, red chilies. Took a heavy loan, bought a lot of bags, and he went to a nearby town. And he sat in the market chanting Harinam, Harinam, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Vithala, 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 Vithala. So people came and he told them, do you know what is the current price in the market? Take it. So people took. Some ladies said, can you give a little more? And Tukaram said, put your hand in the bag and take whatever you want. Take some more. So slowly the word spread that there is a very nice gentleman, Hari Bhakta. He is not only giving everything at a reasonable price, and he is allowing us to take extra. Now, as a little time passed, the word spread and lots of buyers came. And they all told Tukaram, because they were worried that if this chap is allowed to sell like this, very soon everything will be sold. So they said, listen, you see, we have this fear that everything will be sold very soon. So please allow us to take it on credit. We will repay you quickly. Don't worry. Tukaram is a Krishna Bhakta. Tukaram earlier was in the cloth business also. He was driven out by the other cloth merchants because Tukaram's sales and marketing strategy was like this. He used to tell the customer, see, this is the cloth. I bought it for, let us say, 10 rupees. Now you give me whatever extra you want to give me. This is the sales and marketing strategy. I bought it for 10 rupees and you give me whatever more you want to give. What do marketers today do? If it is an item of 10 rupees, they will sell it for 200 rupees and give you a discount of 10 rupees and you will feel nice. So Tukaram entered this chili business and the people said, hey, listen, Baba, everything will be sold off, so we may not get it. We will pay you. Please give it us on credit. So people started grabbing. They took, he was measuring 1 kilo, 2 kilo, whatever. And extra, they were putting their hands into the bag and taking with both hands happily. Double quantity, they were literally looting. After some time, one scoundrel came. He realized, this is a wonderful opportunity to loot this fellow, this simpleton. He said, listen, there is a big function at home. I need a whole bag of chilies. So he took a bag of chilies. Now in no time everything was over. So Tukaram very happily singing Vitthal, 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 Vitthal. He went to his guest house. And he was sitting there doing puja. And he had to make his evening food. Krishna was watching all this. Krishna told Rukmini, see, this is the problem with my devotees. They don't understand how cunning the other non-devotees rascals are. They don't understand the intrigues and the conspiracies and the wiles and guiles of these non-bhaktas. Arey, what to do? And on top of it, Krishna tells Rukmini Devi, see, he has taken heavy loans and if he won't get the money because they are not going to pay. And if he goes back home, the money lenders will eat his brains out. I have to do something. So Krishna took a human form. He became like a teenage boy, dark skinned, Swarthi, S-W-A-R-T-H-Y. Swarthi means dark complexion. See, in my stories, I will also teach you vocabulary because I am a GRE verbal trainer. My conviction is that every Hindu who is willing to listen to me will not only acquire a good vocabulary and a good grasp of Hinduism, because my whole objective is to reboot Hindu society. Rebooting Hinduism. So once you acquire a good vocabulary, you will be in a position to talk to Americans, the English speaking audience, and wake them up to the reality that is Sanatana Dharma, so that they give up their stupid cults. So Krishna, he came as a young boy, some teenager, 15, 16-year-old, dark skinned. And he went to the houses of all the fellows who took mirchis on credit. And he went and told them, he knocked on the doors and told them, say, my name is Vitthal, my Guruji, my boss, Tukashet. Tukashet told me to collect the money because you said you will give. They said, see, we did not measure how much we took. So what to do? Krishna gave the exact number. See, you took 620 grams. You went to the next house, he said, you took 840 grams. It is Krishna, hello, Antaryami, omniscient. So people said, okay, we'll check. They checked and found out exact measure. How is this person able to say? Then Krishna told them, see, my Seth's name is Tukashet. Tukashet means, Tuka means exact. So his measurement is always exact. That is my greatness. My boss is like that. People said, wah re wah. They paid the money. So Krishna collected all the money from all these fellows who took mirchis on credit. Collected. Finally, he went to that house of that fellow, that big scoundrel who took a bag full. He knocked on the door and told that fellow, please pay the money. And he told him the quantity. That fellow said, get lost, I will not pay. Do whatever you want. I don't have money, something like that. Krishna realized this fellow is a more dangerous scoundrel than all the other fellows. What to do? So Krishna went and got a rope and he created a big drama. He started in front of that fellow's house, he started creating a drama, melodrama. Started shouting, screaming that if you don't give the money, I will hang myself in front of the tree in front of your house because my master will beat me black and blue. And that fellow was not bothered. Go hang yourself. Do whatever you want. A crowd, as usual in villages, crowds will gather. Not in cities. You see, that girl got stabbed 20 times 2 days back in Delhi, Shabad. People were going. In villages, it is not like that. Even if there is a small incident, a crowd will come and crimes will be prevented because people in villages are concerned. So a big crowd gathered. And Krishna is just about to hang himself. They knocked on the door and called him and told him, what the hell are you doing? If this fellow hangs himself, Arishtam vastundi mana palleturiki, our village will get a bad name and it will bring bad luck. It is inauspicious. If anybody hangs himself, nowhere in history in our village has anybody hanged himself. And you will bring ruin to the entire village, you rascal. They all gave him a sound thrashing. And finally that fellow paid. So Krishna took that money also and happily went to Tukaram. Tukaram saw this chap and he said, "Who are you?" Krishna said, "You see, I am the mayor's assistant." Krishna Leela Baba, the mayor of the city. Yeah. I am the assistant of the mayor, and he told me that you have given many things on credit, and I was assigned the task of collecting all the money and giving it back to you because our town does not want to get a bad name. People, if they don't pay you money, our town will get a bad name. So mayor told me to do this collection. Because I said, "Wow, great city, great mayor, wonderful." So Krishna gave a lot of money. And before Krishna was leaving, Tukaram, I believe, told him, "See, if you don't mind, I'm doing puja, but I don't have any ghee to cook food, dinner. Please, can you get me?" So Krishna said, "Okay, no problem." He went and brought a big vessel full of ghee. Tukaram asked for little ghee. Krishna Baba, ऐश्वरस्य समग्रस्य वीर्यस्य यशस श्रियः ज्ञानवैराग्ययोश्चैव षण्णां भग इति रणा. What are the qualities of Bhagavan? 6 qualities. Aishwarasya, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yashasa, Shriya, Jnana, Vairagya, Yoschaiva, Shannam, Bhaga, Iti, Rana. Bhaga, Asya, Asti, Iti, Bhagavan. This is the definition of Bhagavan. Hindus, unfortunately, most of them are worshipping graves and dargahs and all kinds of jokers. You cannot call every fellow a Bhagavan. Bhagavan also has a CV, biodata. That I will explain later. So Krishna gave a big handi full of ghee. Tukaram said, "Wow, itna ghee." बहुत महंगा है, चलो खाना बनाते हैं. And Tukaram said, "Arey, you are a very good man. Why don't you eat along with me? I'm preparing nice chapati, dal and all that sabji." So Krishna said, "Okay." In the meanwhile, right opposite where the guest house where Tuka was staying, there was a Shiva temple. So Shiva saw all this and he said, he came disguised as an old man and he said, "Can I also get something to eat?" Tuka said, "Welcome, come. So now Shiva and Krishna are having dinner along with Tukaram. So after all the meal was consumed, everyone is happy. Tukaram gave them some tulsi leaves, not pan and all that nonsense, Tambaku nahi, tulsi. Not that, all the fellows are saying you should take this gutka. Tulsi leaves. So they had tulsi leaves and they all left. Krishna left, Shiva left. So Tukaram was about to retire for the night. In the meanwhile, a large group of people came. They knocked on the door and said, "Please, Tukaramji, come out." Tukaram said, "What happened?" They said, "See, we thought you were a good man, you are a Haribhakta and all that. You sent one fellow, your assistant, and that fellow was doing all this drama. He was threatening to hang himself. If he had hanged himself, our village would have been ruined. It would have attracted all kinds of bad omens. What kind of a man are you? What kind of an assistant you have? Is this the right way to behave?" Now, if you were Tukaram, you will be shocked. So people were criticizing. Tukaram he had no other option but to apologize. He said, okay, I will tell my assistant not to do anything like that in future. So they all went away. Tukaram realized, "Hare Baba, it is Krishna only." He never had any assistant. Krishna came and lied to Tukaram that he is the assistant of the mayor. So these are some very interesting anecdotes in the life of Sant Tukaram, Bhakta Tukaram. In my childhood, I remember Nageshwar Rao acting ANR, Bhakta Tukaram. Nowadays, they don't produce any such movies. They produce trash, utter trash. Luckily, now RRR has come. I have not seen that, but luckily there is a change in the film industry. We must get more such devotional movies. In my childhood, this movie inspired me. In fact, the songs, Ghana Ghana Sundara Karuna Rasa Mandira, Ghantasala sang. These songs are still entrenched, embedded in my mind. This is how, if you don't teach culture to our kids, if you don't teach them dharma, if you don't instill dharma and bhakti now, those rascals will instill adharma. I hope you enjoyed the story from Tukaram's life. Eh? Hey Sri Ram, that is Krishna Lila.